Coming up, we will have more on what happened here at this Richmond gas station leading to this morning's officer-involved shooting.
New polls show a dead heat in the Republican race for the presidential nomination. Plus another shocker for the general election. Details ahead.
This is WKYT News at 4:30.
And good afternoon, Sam, Dick, and Amber Philpott reporting. We continue to track the shooting investigation out of Madison County in Richmond. An officer was shot in the head during a robbery investigation.
We have learned from police documents that the wounded officer's name is Daniel Ellis. He was rushed to the University of Kentucky Hospital with life-threatening injuries. The shooting happened about 10:30 this morning on Ballard Drive. Our Victor Puente is live now on the scene with new details in our top story at 4:30. Victor?
State police have taken over this investigation. They say it happened as these two officers were investigating another crime, and that led them to these apartments. It was a description of a vehicle involved in an attempted armed robbery that police say led these two officers to this apartment on Ballard Drive. According to the arrest citation of Gregory Ratliff, he was in the apartment with two other people. One of them, Riley Sizemore, was a suspect in that earlier crime. The third person, Rita Creech, has just been booked into the Madison County Detention Center. The citation says Ratliff led Officer Daniel Ellis into a back bedroom, knowing Sizemore was waiting to shoot him. It says as soon as Ellis crossed into that room, Sizemore shot him. State police say that other officer then shot Sizemore. A witness told us she heard 5 separate shots and saw Ellis as he was on the ground being tended to. She said his bulletproof vest had been ripped off of him while his fellow officers performed CPR. She said he was bleeding from the head as he was pulled out of that apartment.
And we heard 2 more shots, and you could hear the officer screaming through the roof, "Officer down, help now." And when I came out of the building and went around, that's when I saw them dragging the officer out.
Both Ellis and Sizemore were taken to UK Hospital. Gregory Ratliff has now been charged with complicity to commit murder of a police officer. I'm joined now by Monique Blair, who just got back from interviewing Gregory Ratliff in jail. Monique, what did he have to say?
Yeah, I just spoke with Gregory Ratliff from the Madison County Detention Center, and the first thing he told me is that he is innocent. He told me that he did lie to Officer Ellis this morning when Officer Ellis knocked on his apartment door here on Ballard Drive. Ratliff says he told Officer Ellis that there was nobody inside this apartment and also that there were no weapons inside. But he says he did actually know that Raleigh Sizemore was inside the apartment with a gun. And then Ratliff says he proceeded to let Officer Ellis inside the apartment, where Officer Ellis was shot just a few moments later by Sizemore. Now Ratliff says he lied because he was afraid of Raleigh Sizemore because he knew he was armed with a gun. Now, of course, there is much more on this jailhouse interview, and we will have all the details coming up at 5 o'clock. Victor.
Again, you will hear from Ratliff in jail at 5 o'clock. Live in Richmond, Victor Puente, WKYT.
Victor and Monique, thank you. UK Hospital just confirmed to us that the shooting suspect, Raleigh Sizemore, has now been discharged from the hospital. Kentucky State Police Trooper Robert Purdy says the officer was investigating an attempted robbery at the Gulf Station, gas station.
That robbery was reported at 7 this morning. Our Hillary Thornton is at that gas station where she talked to the gas station manager. She has surveillance pictures of the robbery, and she continues our live team coverage now from Richmond. Hillary?
Good afternoon, Sam and Amber. Where I'm standing here in the parking lot of that Gulf gas station on Main Street in Richmond is where workers here say that suspect's minivan pulled up before he then jumped out of the van and attempted to grab a woman's purse. Workers here say she is one of their regular customers and had just stopped in to get a drink, as she does every morning on her way to work. It was while she was here in this store that they say the suspect pulled around to the side of the building. You can see the back passenger door starting to open. When the customer walked back out to her car, the van then pulls right up to her and out of the camera's view. The manager who was here at the time says what you can't see in this video is a man jumping out of that back van door attempting to rob the customer at gunpoint. We are told the woman actually fought back and he did not get away with anything, before then quickly hopping back in the van and then taking off the other way. Now, thanks to this surveillance video and a detailed description from a passerby, including a license plate number, just a few hours later, a van matching the description was found over at what is now a shooting scene on Ballard Drive.
It's heart-wrenching because one of our officers have gotten shot. To think that it was what connected to what happened here.
Sam, I think that's kind of the whole mood out here today. One lady just stopped by and told me she was here right after that attempted robbery. She went about her day and never expected for this to turn into what has happened now with this shooting investigation underway involving that officer. Kentucky State Police say that Richmond officer who was shot after locating that van did respond here to that initial robbery call and was leading up the investigation into this attempted robbery. Live in Richmond, Hillary Thornton, back to you.
Hillary, thank you. Very, very tough day there in Richmond. Workers at the gas station say this is all especially hard for them because they provide the gas for the city and get to know all of the officers as they come in and fill up their cruisers. So they probably knew this Officer Ellis and had met him before and talked to him. So really tough. We're learning more now about a Central Kentucky teenager killed in an accident involving a forklift. It happened at a business on Kentucky 1295 in Garrett County.
The victim is 17-year-old Grant Thomas Oakley. WKYT's Phil Pendleton is in Lancaster with more on how the teen is being remembered.
A spokesperson at the Kentucky Labor Cabinet told me this afternoon they are looking to see if there are any potential safety violations that took place at Bluegrass Agricultural Distributors. The Fayette County coroner tells us that the 17-year-old Grant Thomas Oakley died of his injuries after the accident just before 5 yesterday. I'm told that the teenager had just started working at the business and that he was riding on the side of the forklift when he fell off and was run over. He was pronounced dead after being airlifted to UK Hospital. The teenager was a senior at Garrett County High School where he was involved with the marching band that won last year's state championship and was a runner-up this year. More on how he's being remembered coming up at 6 o'clock. But for now, Garrett County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
A manager at Bluegrass Agriculture Distributor, which was closed today, told us that they didn't have a comment, only asking for people to pray for the Oakley family. The case against a Boyle County man accused of mistreating dogs will go to trial. The Advocate Messenger reports Chris Pope's plea deal was rejected. Instead, a judge set his trial date for November 20th. He faces dozens of counts of animal mistreatment and neglect. Pope was arrested in July when police say 7 of his dogs attacked a woman in Lincoln County. Police also raided a Boyle County home and confiscated 11 dogs there. It is another above average temperature day here in the Bluegrass with highs back up into the 70s this afternoon.
It's almost shocking how warm it is. I mean, it really is warm out there, but colder air is heading our way just in time, of course, for the weekend. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey. All about timing, it seems like, with these things.
You know what? It really is. Every weekend this fall seems like we've had one a type of system to impact our region, whether it be a little disturbance or an out-and-out cold front. This time it's going to be a strong cold front that will swing into town on Friday. That's Friday, short term. Enjoy what is out there. Look at the readings deep into the 70s for most of central and eastern Kentucky, the entire region into the 70s as of now. 75 Lexington, 73 into Moorhead and down into Richmond. Your Defender radar network has been calm. It has been quiet in recent days. A little bit of cloud cover out there. Anyone fair game for a sprinkle as some moisture continues to lift on in. But you notice a big time front that's out across the Plain States and especially back in the Rocky Mountains. That'll zip its way across the country. It's going to make up a lot of real estate over the next 48 hours. And by Friday evening, that bad boy is right on top of our region. Mild weather is going to roll on for one more day. That weekend cold front will bring showers and thunderstorms in here, and the temperatures will chill down behind that, guys. Hour by hour forecast that will break down the timing of the Friday rains when I come back in under 10 minutes.
Chris, thank you. And speaking of that colder weather, families that need help heating their homes this winter can now start applying for federal assistance. The Community Action Council will be taking applications for the Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program, or LIHEAP. The federal government sets aside the portion for qualified applicants in November and January. And the emergency funds available in January require a utility cutoff notice. November's subsidy portion is a little different.
It actually gives them a credit on either their gas or their electric, or it can pay a portion of their rent if their utilities are included.
It's just a blessing. And when you get blessed, a blessing is a blessing. So this is a blessing to people in need.
That's a lot of blessings. That's great. You can go to one of 5 locations of the Community Action Council. We have a list of locations and their addresses on our website. Just check out WKYT.com. You have until December 11th to sign up for that.
The numbers are changing in the presidential race.
A new poll showing a surge for Dr. Ben Carson and why he might stand the best chance of beating Hillary Clinton. Stacey Cohen has the story.
It's official. Donald Trump trekked to New Hampshire Wednesday to get his name on the ballot there. The visibility may be good for his campaign. A new Quinnipiac University national poll shows Trump and Ben Carson in a statistical dead heat.
We have to take our jobs back from China, Japan, Mexico, all these places that have them. And Ben Carson is not equipped to do that. That I can tell you.
Here's the breakdown. Trump gets 24% to Carson's 23%. Marco Rubio is gaining with 14% support, followed by Texas Senator Ted Cruz. Among Democrats, Hillary Clinton is the clear leader with 53%, compared to Bernie Sanders at 35%. But the poll shows Clinton losing a national contest with Carson. Numbers from a survey done by NPR affiliate WBUR in Boston tell a similar story. Trump and Carson are neck and neck, with Marco Rubio catching up quickly. Chris Christie and John Kasich also gain ground in this poll. But Democratic strategist Paul Begala doesn't think Trump is done.
Well, as Carson has risen, Trump has not fallen. I find that remarkable. It is a testament to Mr. Trump's strength.
But there are many months to go before the ballots are actually cast and counted. I'm Stacey Cohen reporting.
Kentucky native Jennifer Lawrence revealing the inspiration behind her criticism of the gender wage gap in Hollywood.